What you are looking at right here is the stats for a YouTube channel, but it's not just any YouTube channel. The YouTube channel we're looking at right here is completely faceless, completely voiceless, and requires almost no editing. In fact, I don't think anyone even knows who runs this YouTube channel. But as you can see here, it's making anywhere from $9,000 a month to $130,000 a month, which amounts to somewhere between $100,000 a year and $1.7 million a year. And here's the thing, YouTube is chock full of channels just like this one. Random, everyday people who are not comfortable putting themselves on a camera like I am right now, but are still making very, very good incomes using YouTube.
That's even better than Bitcoin.
So what this video is we're going to be showing you a bunch of different examples of these channels. Some of these channels require just no face, others require no face and no voice, but make sure you stay till the end because the channel we just highlighted is going to be at the end, and that doesn't require a face, it doesn't require a voice, it requires pretty much no editing, and the entire video can be done completely from a smartphone in probably about 15 minutes. Now I want to talk briefly about the reason for doing this video. If you're anything like me, your feed has blown up in the last 6 months with YouTubers showing methods for making YouTube videos with no face. Now they make promises like $300 a day or $500 a day, $1,000 a day.
I promise you.
But when you actually go watch the video, you quickly realize that one, they've never tried the method they're showing you, and two, no one's really tried the method they're showing you, and it's more just to get views on that video. So I decided to actually go in and find real channels that are really doing this. We can look at the channels, see what exactly it is that they're doing that's working and kind of the no-face method that they're using, and talk about how much money they're making in the process. The first channel we're gonna be looking at is called Meditation Relax Music. Maybe this is one you've heard of, maybe you haven't, but we're actually gonna sort it a little differently because I want you to see their most recent videos, and I want you to look specifically at the thumbnails. Because in this particular space, right, what they're doing is they're just creating relaxing music videos. And in fact, we'll watch one real quick. All right, so this is one of their most recent videos. You can see right here, it's some footage of a waterfall. It's a 3-hour long video and the music is very, very relaxing. In fact, I'm starting to feel relaxed already. But you can see here, look, if I flash through to 30 minutes in, an hour in, 2 hours in, all it's doing is looping the exact same footage of that waterfall, okay? With these kind of like really gentle, relaxing sounds. So let me explain what this channel is doing. They're probably using a paid service, maybe $30 to $50 a month to get access to subscription music, okay? And this subscription meditation music. You can find this for free online as well, but you'll get a much bigger library if you're using a paid service. So I just searched free music for YouTube. You can see one of the bigger ones is called Epidemic Sound, but there's other ones as well. Anywhere from $30 to $100 a month, you can get access to all this music. So they're using that, and then they're just using free video footage. So if I go to pixabay.com right here, you'll see that pixabay.com has stunning free stock video. If I type in waterfall, you can see there's hundreds and hundreds of videos that you can use completely for free of waterfalls. And you can see you might even run into that exact video that we were just looking at. So all they're doing is taking this free footage, putting it on a loop, and then they're either paying or using free sounds to create these videos. Now, the reason they're doing so well, because there's a lot of videos trying to do this, is because of their thumbnails, in my opinion. If you look, they've got very, very enticing thumbnails, particularly to the audience that's trying to look for this peaceful meditation music, right? The thumbnails really speak to that audience. And that's probably the biggest one single way this channel has managed to make itself stand out. They've been able to build up 2.5 million subscribers with less than 300 videos. And you can see right here, if we look at their income, they're making anywhere from, it says, about $2,000 to $25,000. I would put them in probably the $7,000 to $10,000 range from what I know of YouTube earning, which puts them at about $100,000 a year with this channel. They've made 300 videos, and now they're making a steady, consistent, passive income of almost $100,000 a year, and they can continue to build upon that income if they continue to put out videos, which I assume they will continue to do so.
Money, 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 money.
Now the next channel is a very, very different method of monetization and a very, very different kind of video, and this one does require a voice. And so if you're not comfortable grabbing a microphone and talking like I am right now, even if your face isn't showing, this might not be the channel for you. But this channel, I would bet, is making $10 million a year or more off what they're doing.
Encouragement.
So they have about 7 million subscribers, and it's called The Relaxing End, and what they do is unboxing videos. So you can see every picture already shows these white gloves. So they wear white gloves, and you can see right here, they're unboxing. Currently it looks like, what is it, the new Nintendo Switch, and that's all they do. The camera shows this angle, what they're seeing, and they're just wearing these white gloves and unboxing things, and they do this with tons and tons of tech products. Now, here's the thing, they're making a lot of money off YouTube. In fact, if we go right here, we can see it says they're making anywhere from $100,000 to $1 million a year. But I would bet they're making significantly more income off of affiliate links where they're referring people inside their description to the actual videos. So a channel like this can make money in a variety of ways, but one of the big ones is once they get big, they can reach out to all these, Nintendo Switch and say, hey, I'd like to do this video, and Nintendo Switch will probably pay them a lot of money to do this. They can also just send people to an affiliate link down here, and they can get paid a portion of every single time someone buys. So for example, on this Nintendo Switch, they do an unboxing and then they say click a link down below, and it's an Amazon affiliate link where Amazon will pay them 2 to 5% of every single sale. Now, obviously, when you've got a video getting 632,000 views, you're gonna get a lot of sales off of this Nintendo Switch, and that's gonna be a lot of money off that single video in just affiliate commissions. The next one we're gonna look at is a little more classic, and in fact, we're gonna leave a link right here to a video where I have actually started to build a channel very similar to this one. I don't have 517,000 subscribers yet, but I'm only about 8 videos in, and I show you how I build a channel like this with completely no work at all. I just purchase gigs on Fiverr. You can see right here, he does these top 10. When he says 10s, he's doing top 10 videos. But the top 10 videos that he's making are just super simple B-roll videos. So let's just click into this one. We'll look at its top 10 weakest countries in the world. Full disclosure, I'm a little bit interested in what are the weakest countries in the world. But you can see right here.
Today, in this video, we are going to list the top 10 countries with weakest military in the world.
Now, if you can hear that voice, it's definitely a voice that was purchased on Fiverr. It almost sounds like a computer, but I don't think it is. And then you can see
countries without armed forces or countries with limited modern technology, private investor personnel.
As I scroll through, it's just B-roll, right? There's a little B-roll of this place right here. There's B-roll of little militaries right here, right? A little B-roll of like radio towers and airplanes and cities and stuff like that. And that's all they're doing is total B-roll videos, and they're just doing top 10 over and over and over again, every single one of these. So you can see top 10 most expensive cars, top 10 most powerful countries, top 10 most powerful navies, top 10 most powerful air forces, and they're getting 2.6 million views, 3.4 million views, lots and lots of views off these top 10 videos. And you can order the entire video off Fiverr for a couple $100, or you can make it yourself in a single day with probably not very much experience. Now, the next channel is one of my favorite ones as well, because we've talked a lot about whiteboard videos, and once again, that link you click right there will take you to a whiteboard video channel that I'm creating. But all this person does is create whiteboard videos, and you can see right here, this particular one is 10 legit ways to make money and passive income online. I'm gonna tell you right now, the video is probably not legit, but if we click in here, you can see, here, we'll watch for a second.
All you do is put in the work once, and the money in theory should keep rolling in without you having to do any more work other than maybe dollars. The more views you're getting.
All right, so we've seen some examples of their videos, just simple whiteboard videos. Once again, we talked about this in the previous example, but they're going to Fiverr.com, make a little script, they'll go to Fiverr.com, and someone for 50 bucks or so will read the script and record it. Now, they can either do the rest of the project themselves, or they can hire out the rest of it as well, but I'll tell you right now, it's very, very easy to use whiteboard videos. So we're gonna leave a link down below to a product called Doodly, and Doodly is just a software that you can use to make whiteboard videos, and with 10 hours of practice, you can totally understand how to make every single one of these videos that this channel is making. But let's go look at the actual videos that they're doing so we can kind of see what they're talking about here. They're kind of just numeric. Most of them are all numeric, right? 8 ways to do this. What is this? 10 ways to do that. 10 common misconceptions about this. 9 unconventional habits. 10 signs. So these work really well with whiteboard videos where you just do a brief list and you kind of just draw out nonsense on the screen as you're going, like we just saw in their most recent video, 8 habits for preventing you from saving tons of money. So all they're doing is making whiteboard videos. They could be creating these, or they could be using a Doodly or a similar software. And if you're running on a budget in the beginning, you can do all of this yourself. You know, for $100 or less, you could get access to Doodly. You can get access to a decent microphone, and you can start making videos just like this one. Now, once again, a lot of their success probably comes from having found a good thumbnail strategy. You can see they've clearly identified a strategy that's working for their thumbnails, and they're using it over and over and over. And you'll do something similar. You'll kind of find the strategies that seem to be working for this type of video, and you'll match that and you'll make thumbnails very similar probably to what these guys are doing. But if we look over here, you can see such a simple channel, potentially zero work involved, just hiring out the individual pieces here. And the channel's making, it says anywhere up to about $6,000 a month. It says $5,000 to $70,000 a year. I'm definitely putting this in the higher range. I found Social Blade, this site, to be much more on the lower range. So once again, I put them at about $50,000 or $60,000 a year based on what I'm seeing and the numbers that I'm seeing on my own YouTube channels that I'm running. So if this interests you, go watch this Fiverr video. We'll leave the link one more time right here. There'll be a link down below as well. I literally talk you through the entire process as I, on the screen, build a channel exactly like what you're seeing right here. All right, little drum roll. Here we are. We've talked a little bit about that channel in the beginning. We showed you these stats right here, kind of the big channel that I really love what they're doing and think it's an awesome idea that can be duplicated and mimicked. Let's go over here and look at the channel, okay? So once again, this channel is making anywhere from $200,000 to $2 million a year. What?
Not fair.
And this is the channel right here. It's called Temponaut Time Lapse. It's got 1.73 million subscribers, and I would bet it's going to blow up. And in fact, if you look right here, they started to blow up right about here in June, which is right when YouTube released YouTube Shorts. So this is an awesome idea for YouTube Shorts. And if we go over here, all they're doing is they're doing time lapses, okay? So for example, this is a time lapse of a rotting pear. Sounds crazy, but it's interesting, right? People want to watch this. They're not teaching people stuff, but it's kind of interesting. You're like, what does a time lapse look like? Time lapse of a pansy blooming. And in fact, if we go sort, we can see the most popular videos, the biggest ones, the time lapse of a rotting potato, got 30 million views. Melting ice cream, ants versus a raspberry. You can see ants eating a raspberry and they're just time lapsing it, okay? So all they're doing is taking their iPhone or their Android phone, we're not particular here, and they're clicking time lapse and they're sitting there for 10, 15, 20, 30 days, just letting their phone sit there and make these recordings. Then they're adding a little bit of music, and we'll even watch one right here. So that's all they're doing. They're taking these time lapses and then they're adding a little bit of music, maybe a teeny bit of text. All of that can be done very, very easily on your mobile device.
That's it?
We're gonna be rich!
You can see, because it's an interesting idea, they're doing so well. Now, you could take this exact idea and probably do pretty well with it. A very similar channel just talking about time lapse. But you could also take the theory of what they're doing here, right? You could take kind of the concept of what they're doing and find something else that's very similar. So I've seen people do this in exact reverse, and I think the great channel would be slow motion. Where you take exactly what we're seeing with time lapse, but you show them things in slow motion. Balloons popping in slow motion, water balloons popping in slow motion, spilling something on the ground in slow motion. Just these interesting things that kind of mesmerize people because of how they look in slow motion. It only takes a couple videos that go viral to really blow up your channel. And you can see this channel has managed to blow up to the tune of millions of dollars. So I need to know, we're going to make a lot more videos on this idea. I love the idea of faceless YouTube channels. I need to know which of these 5 methods you'd like me to focus on. The one that's just B-roll videos, the one that's whiteboard videos, the kind of time lapse or interesting little short videos showing stuff like this, or any of the other video ideas we mentioned. Let me know and we will go into much greater detail and actually do some experiments and teach you how to do this the right way, if you let me know which ones you want to know about. So let me know in the comments what you want to know about. This channel does not just spit out generic stuff, okay? My channel will never show you something that does not work. So click subscribe and we will see you on the next video.